As Sunday's 10-year anniversary of the September 11th attack nears, the federal government is warning a biological attack is possible. But are we ready? CNN Homeland Security correspondent Jean Meserve reports.
Wolf, the White House estimates that a biological attack or a natural disease outbreak could threaten hundreds of thousands of lives and cost $1 trillion. But are we ready? Experts say not yet.
So we have a virus with no treatment protocol and no vaccine at this time.
The new film, Contagion, chronicles the exponential growth of a deadly flu pandemic.
On day one, there were 2 people, and then 4, and then 16. In 3 months, it's 1 billion. That's where we're heading.
Terrorists could launch something like this, and we might not detect it until it was well underway. A former top counterterrorism official says it is his greatest fear.
Biological weapons. I think they'd have a psychological effect and potentially a huge effect in terms of human life.
Since 9/11, more than $60 billion has been spent shoring up biopreparedness by, for instance, stockpiling vaccines and medical equipment. Even so, a 2010 report card gave the government an F for bioterrorism preparedness.
Today, there are more than 24 presidentially appointed, Senate-confirmed individuals with some responsibility for biodefense, but not one person has it for a full-time job and no one's in charge. Does that sound like that's a priority in this town?
Federal funding for public health departments dropped 15% just in the last year. And despite improved collaboration, hospitals still have limited capability to dramatically ramp up personnel and beds.
Most major hospitals in this country are operating at 80, 90, 95% capacity on any given day, and I think they would be sorely challenged to deal with hundreds, much less thousands or tens of thousands of casualties. And a circus tent in the parking lot is not going to make up the difference.
In addition, experts say technologies for detecting disease outbreaks and bioattacks are inadequate, and the pharmaceutical industry is too slow to develop and produce new countermeasures.
If you were the CEO of a big pharmaceutical company, you want to make the next blood pressure medicine or the things that makes cholesterol go down or the next Viagra. No question, because that's where the big bucks are.
Experts are increasingly concerned about the proliferation of bioengineering, which can produce and modify diseases in a lab. It means the defenses we have may not be the defenses we eventually need. And experts say we need to build a system that can react quickly and flexibly to any major health crisis, whether it's made by man or nature. Wolf, back to you.
All right, Jean, thank you. And you're in the Situation Room happening now. My interview with the former Vice President Dick Cheney, 8 years after the controversial invasion of Iraq. He's certain, absolutely certain, the Bush administration made the right call. We'll talk about that and much more in my extended interview. Stand by.